Welcome back to the Mad Spideyverse. I'm Mad Spidey and thank you for tuning in again. As mentioned in my previous video, I was going to do the unboxing all-in-one for the 2 boxes of art that I got. I decided to split it up as the second one, which I'm about to show you now, is quite a lot larger. Just for instance, pick it up here. That is full of art, and I think there might actually be an art book as well in here as well. I'm not 100% sure. I can't even remember. It's been going for a while. I've been paying off some of this art and things like that. I'm not quite sure. I vaguely remember what's in here, but obviously I'm going to open it up and find out. Once again, this is unedited and raw, so this video may actually go for a little while. I do hope you stick it out with me. Now this art and everything is coming from one of my favorite art dealers, which is Kirby's Comic Art, repped by Kirby. She's a very good friend of mine, and you can mainly find her on Facebook and Instagram, but she does most of her dealings through Facebook. That's how I've known her for a few years now, and I basically call her my art temptress. That's my little nickname for her, because she quite often will show me bits before the general public, and yeah, I jump on quite a few of them, but obviously I'm trying to quieten down a little bit on that front at the moment. But I do have this package finally, and might as well open it. So grab my knife. As I said, please bear with me, because she has got absolutely bulletproof packaging, and it always takes a while to get into it, especially with this amount. I'm hoping I can get into it relatively quickly, but we'll see how we go. There's mainly, as most people will know, that I collect Spidey art, commissions and things like that. Now, most of this is actually not things I haven't commissioned. It is either pieces that have been just done by the artists, and Annabelle has shown me and I've jumped on them. I think there might only be one published piece in here. There is actually one other piece in here as well that is not actually for me. It's actually for a friend of mine. His name's Ken. He's part of our small group of art collectors here in Australia. He is on Instagram. I think it's Dr. Koo After Dark. But yeah, I can always throw the link in for that anyway. He's more of a Batman guy, whereas obviously I'm a Spider-Man guy. And I said, look, I've already got a parcel coming from Annabelle. You're more than likely to buy one and just chuck it in. I've already paid for shipping, and that's what we do. That's what the comic community does. That's what the art community does. They're all very giving and very helpful. So, I should be really trying to open this while I'm talking. I don't want this video to go forever. Still trying to get into it. I don't even know how to get into it. Let's try getting in the other end. Find. Obviously I don't want to cut down too far, because then I'll chop into art, so I just got to be very careful. Okay, I can see some bubble wrap, so I'm sort of getting there. So I don't want too much radio silence on this video. Just trying to get into this, it's quite difficult. Okay. Just a bit of extra padding there. As you saw, the outer box was quite bulletproof. The inside is quite bulletproof too. I can actually feel like a solid wooden board in there. It's probably masonite or something like that. Sign of a good art dealer, a good art rep, is to package stuff with hard material, so the art, obviously, one, doesn't get damaged, and two, doesn't get bent in transit. Especially coming from the UK to Australia, anything could happen. So, let's rip into this. Need my knife again. Get rid of all this bubble wrap. Quite a lot of packing materials here. But as I said, I don't mind if there's extra packing materials and it takes me an hour to get into it, because it's a lot safer that way. There's actually 2 pieces of masonite board in here. Get rid of that. Okay. Not actually sure. There's obviously an art book here. I vaguely remember buying. Ah, yes. This is... Now, excuse me if I pronounce his name incorrectly. He's actually a Chinese-born artist working in... He's now living and working out of Italy. It's either Dyke Ruin or DK Ruin. I'm not quite 100% sure. I might have even pronounced the last name wrong, but probably every name that the artist is in this, I'm gonna stuff it up somehow. So I hope that if the artists ever see this, please forgive me for screwing up your name. But that is beautiful art book. It's quite thick, so it's actually a properly good made book, because sometimes they can be made, you know, a little bit on the cheap. But and he's signed it down the bottom there as well. I think he could have actually opted for a sketch inside, but I decided not to. This is actually a volume 2 book, so I didn't realise. I'll have to see if I can get a volume 1. Pictures with some head sketches in there. Oh, that's a nice double page of sketches there. What else we got in here? Oh, got to show some Spidey, of course. Too much glare. Obviously, I don't want to show you every page because then we'll be here forever. Some really nice stuff in here. That is actually pretty cool. Don't know whether that was published or whether that might have been a commission, because he has been doing a lot of commissions, things like that in between all his normal work. He's also well known for drawing like head sketches with characters inside the head, which I think is actually a very cool idea. So yes, so I think it's DK, thank you very much for that. Obviously thank you, Annabelle. Now we'll get to the actual original art stuff. Hopefully I can get into it relatively easy, or quickly should I say. Chuck that down there. I don't really want to cut into this tape because I don't know whether I'm going to hit anything. It's alright. Do it nice and easily. And you need to do 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that's enough to get it open. Oh yeah. Here comes the good stuff. Wow, there's still more tape inside as well. So, get rid of that. It's only on the outside holders, so no chance of actually wrecking any of the art, which is good. Okay. Wow. Now that is some kind of piece. Now this piece is actually done by, now once again, hopefully I don't butcher his name too much, he's a Spanish artist, Eban Colo I think it's pronounced. He's been doing a lot of art at the moment, especially for Marvel and DC. I know he's done a lot of Spidey stuff, Venom stuff, obviously that's my wheelhouse. Now this one was actually done for the Marvel Legendary card game. So obviously they have box art and things like that for the outside box that carries all the packs of cards. This was if I remember rightly, it actually was a symbiote or a Venom expansion pack. Now this is the actual box art itself, but done on a full 11x17. Might actually take that out of the sleeve because the light will reflect too much on it. But that is some kind of awesome. A lot of, obviously Venom in the middle. There's a lot of symbiotes around there, and if you can see down the bottom there, whoop, other side, sorry. There is the Legendary card game box art. So yes, I know Tony NY Jr., if he sees this, he'll be like, where's mine? I want that, because I know he loves his symbiotes just as much as he loves Thanos. But sorry mate, that's mine. That is just wicked. Alright, so that's piece number 1 done. Take out piece number 2. And another favourite artist of mine, he's a Spanish artist. Hopefully I don't screw his name too much like the rest of them. Rafa Sandoval is this guy's name. He's mainly known more for DC stuff, especially Flash, but he has done quite a bit of Marvel stuff as well. This was actually a commission that was done for somebody else. They backed out at the last minute. Obviously it was up for offer. Annabelle messaged me and said, the person doesn't want this anymore, do you want it? And I looked at it and went, yep, I'm jumping on that straight away. So this is Spidey and MJ by Rafa Sandoval. So his colour work is just awesome. Now the first one I did was when he actually came to Australia. I couldn't actually go to see him. He was in a different state. I had to work, so I couldn't get up there. I did get a mate of mine to pick up a piece. I got a Green Goblin piece. At some point I will show that, but that was more of a pre-con sort of type piece, so not as detailed as this, whereas the at-home pieces are a lot more detailed. So I'll show that once more. You gotta love Spidey and MJ. Alright. Just put that over there. Okay, the next piece is done by an artist named Riccardo Lantina. He's an Italian artist. He hasn't done a lot of major published work. He's mainly done a lot of Italian comic work and things like that, mainly from the Benelli studios and things like that. He has been working, I'm not 100% sure whether it's come out or not, but he is going to be working on the heavy metal comics or magazines. That is obviously, I'm not sure whether that's out, as I said. You can let me know in the comments anyway. But once again, he was only just newly repped by Kirby's. They decided to take him on, and there was a few pieces that he had done. So this is not something that I've actually commissioned, but something that was already pre-done and I was offered to me, and I went, yep, that's a lot of detail, that's awesome, I'm taking it. So Venom by Riccardo Lantina. As you can see, there is a lot of detail in that. A lot of detail. soon as I saw that. Anything Spidey, it's really got to get me still. Like, I won't just buy everything and anything because obviously I don't have that kind of money. I'm not a high roller like some of the guys in the art game, but when it was offered to me, I grabbed it as soon as I saw it. So, another awesome piece. What else do we have? Okay, now this one's a bit of an interesting one. This is actually done by a guy that's more known for inking. Not really. But in saying that, if you've ever seen Scott Williams, like Scott Williams is obviously big inker for Jim Lee, but him actually doing his own art is he could basically be a cover artist or just an artist in general. He's an awesome guy, and there are a lot of inkers that could hold their own in the artist world, but obviously they decide to, you know, become either colorists or inkers, so on and so forth. Now this guy's another Spanish guy, Jordi Targona is his name. He's mainly known for, as I said, inker. He's done work for both DC and Marvel. He's done quite a bit. Now this is, didn't even know he did colour stuff as well, so obviously being an inker, but he's an artist and he can do colouring as well. I saw this piece and it was a really good price. I had to jump on it straight away. Didn't know whether I'd never even heard of him before, but as soon as I saw it I went, yep, I'm taking that. So it's a bit of a Spidey with the floating heads. Always love good floating heads. So yeah, you got obviously Green Goblin, Mysterio, Doc Ock, Electro, Vulture, Shocker. It looked like he was going for a Sinister Six sort of style, but then he put in Shocker. Still like Shocker as a sort of B grade, C grade sort of villain anyway. Him, Cardiac, a few of the others. I'm not really too judgmental. I like a lot of the Spidey villains. He's got a good rogues gallery, so yeah. Jordi's worked on a lot of stuff. As I said, mainly inking. I know that his name might have been noticed by Simple Simon because he did a lot of the Red Hood and the Outlaws inking. But he's also worked on things like Avengers Academy and stuff like that. So that's that piece once again. As you can see, I do like colour pieces just as much as I do inked pieces, especially when it looks that good. Now the last piece is actually, this is the piece I was mentioning before, it's actually not mine. It's actually for my friend Ken. I'm not a DC guy, but this does look pretty awesome. A lot of people have heard of Gilliam March. This is actually, let's have a look. This is Catwoman. I wasn't going to show this, but I thought, why not? I know I don't want everybody to just go, oh, more Spider-Man stuff. That's alright. This is Catwoman issue 3, the cover. I'm going to leave this one in the plastic. I'm not going to take it out because it's not actually mine. But there, that is. Gilliam March is really getting noticed now. He's been around for a while, but he's, as you can see, Gilliam March, Catwoman, issue 3. And there's also, by the looks of it, some sort of, I don't know whether was a ruff? Maybe? Might have been trying to come up with a few different ideas, by the looks of it. As I said, I don't want to open it, it's not mine to open. Obviously it came in the parcel, I'll find it, I'll show it, which I wasn't going to originally, but that's a pretty awesome piece. So there we go. That is my second of the 2 art boxings that I was going to do on video. I was going to wait till tomorrow to do it, but I thought, I've got the tripod set up, let's just do it. So once again, thank you again for watching this video, sticking it out. I actually thought it was going to go for a lot longer than what it did, but it's gone for about 20 minutes, so that's actually not too bad. So once again, if you like this video, please hit the like button, please hit that subscribe button. I don't think I'd worry about notifications quite yet, because I'm not going to be pumping out that much sort of content yet, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, please, I will put Annabelle's link in the description, mainly for her Facebook, because that's what she mainly uses. Please hit her up if you ever want anything from those particular artists, or she does rep a lot of artists and a lot of brilliant artists. So please hit her up. She's very accommodating, very easy to work with, and just an awesome chick all around. So yes, thank you again for watching this video, and take it easy.